phone's on, Melvin?
Your phone is on?
No, the phone's not on. I'll turn it on when you're done here.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, let the record show. Members are present, so Supervisor Schultz. We need him, he said he'd be available by phone, so. Can I get a?
I'll move the consent agenda.
Motion for
Second.
consent agenda.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Didn't think I got that
Discussion.
on.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Still feels weird to be without a mask. Believe that or not?
I believe it.
I think it's great.
Okay.
I like it.
Now we have a public hearing on the proposed reallocation of not to exceed $300,000 of unspent proceeds of the general obligation capital notes series 2020A in order to provide funds to pay for cost of acquisition and equipping of a critical incident multi-purpose vehicle.
I'll make a motion to open public hearing.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisors Grovey.
Aye.
Wickman. And Shea.
Aye.
Okay. Public hearing now open. Anybody wishing to speak in this regards?
Andy?
Sheriff? Have anything to say?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Short sweep.
Motion,
I'll move to close.
I move it. Second that motion.
Okay, roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisors Grovey.
Aye.
Wickman.
Aye.
Shea.
Aye.
Okay, discussion or decision to approve the authorization and authorize board to sign resolution 40-2021 entitling resolution instituting proceeds to take additional action and approving the reallocation of certain unspent proceeds of the general obligation capital loan notes series 2020A of Potawatomi County, Iowa.
So moved.
Which we got?
I got Shea. Wickman.
You seconded it?
Yeah.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
Grovey.
Aye.
Shea.
Aye.
Got a lot of resolutions to sign today, fellas.
I'll make a motion to open public hearing on proposed reallocation of not to exceed $100,000 of unspent proceeds of general obligation capital loan notes, in order to provide funds to pay costs of acquisition and equipment of sheriff vehicle and trailer.
Got a motion to open public hearing,
I'll second.
second. Discussion,
Andy, is that going to be a Ford?
Negative.
hearing none.
You know what it's gonna be, Supervisor Wickman.
Hearing none, roll call.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Shea.
Aye.
Wickman.
Aye.
Grovey.
Aye.
Any comments on the public hearing?
I'll move to close.
Motion
I'll second.
to close. Any discussion on closing the public hearing? Hearing none,
Chairman Belt.
aye.
Supervisors Wickman.
Aye.
Grovey.
Aye.
Shea.
Aye.
Okay, discussion and or decision to approve and authorize the board to sign resolution number 41-21 entitling resolution instituting proceedings to take additional action and approving the reallocation of certain unspent proceeds of the general obligation capital loan notes series 2020A of Potawatomi County, Iowa.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, second by Groby. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
Groby,
Aye.
Wickman,
Aye.
Chairman Belt.
Aye. Okay. Moving right along. Now, these are, for publication purposes, discussion and a decision to approve resolution number 42-21 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed 300,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 1 of Potawatomi County, Iowa, State of Iowa. Potawatomi County, State of Iowa, for general obligation, for general county purposes and providing for publication thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. We got a,
Scott, we're setting the date for that, right?
well, in the publication,
To be published June 2nd
setting the date for
What date?
June 22nd.
and June 12th inclusive.
June 22nd.
That's the day of our,
At 10 o'clock.
meeting, right?
That's what it is. Is that what you're asking?
That's part of your motion then, right, Brian?
Well, it's in the,
It's in the resolution.
We don't need to do that, okay, awesome. Wanted to make sure.
yeah, it's in the resolution. In 2 spots. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisors Groby,
Aye.
Wickman, Shea,
Aye.
Okay, discussion and/or decision to approve resolution number 43-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing the Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed 225,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 2 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa, for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Shea, second, Groby. Discussion? Hearing none.
It should be all on the same day, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all-
22nd.
they're on the same day. This is for RV park, roads, landscaping upgrades at Arrowhead. Roll call.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisors Groby, Wickman, Shea,
Aye.
Okay, discussion and decision to approve resolution 44-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed 300,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 3 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa, for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
Move.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, some more improvements at Bottom Bend. Roll call?
Supervisor Wickman, Shea,
Aye.
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Groby,
Aye.
You just trying to mix it up a little bit?
Discussion and or decision to approve, resolution 45, 2021 entitled Resolution Fixing the Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed $150,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 4 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
There we are. Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisors Wickman.
Aye.
Groby. Shay.
Aye.
Okay, discussion and, or decision to approve Board Resolution 46-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed $200,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 5 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second. Go ahead.
And a second. Any discussion? Yeah, put cabin updates.
And lodge up.
And
Lodge
lodge,
update.
Yep. Roll call?
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Shay.
Aye.
Groby. Wickman.
Aye.
Discussion and or decision to approve resolution number 4721 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed $300,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 6 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisors Wickman.
Aye.
Shay.
Aye.
I'll ask Groby when he comes back.
Yeah, would you leave those open for him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's for
Sheriff.
sheriff vehicles. Okay, discussion
What are you
and
getting
or
there?
decision to approve resolution 48-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed $25,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 7 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa for general county purposes and for providing publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? This was for technology, wasn't it?
No, it's for
Oh, math. Vehicle. Okay. Roll call?
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Supervisor Wickman.
Aye.
And Shay.
Aye.
Okay, discussion and or decision to approve resolution number 49-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed $300,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, General County Purpose Number 8 of Potawatomi County, State of Iowa for general county purposes and providing for publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
No, that's a road grader.
Roads?
Got road grader.
Yep. Okay, roll call?
Supervisor Groby,
Aye.
Supervisor Shea,
Aye.
and Wickman.
Aye.
Chairman Belt.
Aye.
Mr. Groby, there were 2 votes we took in your brief absence. Would you vote aye or nay on? Okay, on that one. And then the previous one was?
Aye also.
Okay.
Discussion and or decision to approve resolution 50-2021 entitled Resolution Fixing Date for a Meeting on the Authorization of a Loan Agreement and the Issuance of Not to Exceed 60,000 General Obligation Capital Loan Notes, Essential County Purpose Number 9 of Poway County, State of Iowa, for essential county purposes and providing for publication and notice thereof.
So moved. Okay.
Second, Brian?
Yeah.
This is for the upgrade on this.
Hardware,
computers and
software
stuff.
upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, for the county. Roll call?
Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisors Wickman.
Aye.
Groby.
Aye.
And Shea.
Aye.
Okay, that's the end of those. We got up next, Jason Slack, Director, Buildings and Grounds, John Jorgensen, HGM, discussion and or decision on architectural and engineering fees for HGM to construct a parking lot at the elections building site. Take it away, Jason.
HGM made us up a contract to provide civil engineering services in the amount of $24,000 to construct a parking lot down at the elections building in that alley, and would add an additional 50 parking spots.
How many?
50.
That'll be asphalt? Okay.
What are you looking to achieve with that, Jason?
Well, I was hoping to provide more parking spots for public during the construction area that we're gonna have here for 2 years while we build the addition. We're gonna lose 36 stalls around the courthouse. And then when they're doing the demo on the services building, we'll be losing 56 stalls. So it'd be a total of 92 stalls that we'll lose for a period of time. The ones around the courthouse will probably be, we're indefinitely, for the next 2 years, gonna be losing those.
Are there any green space requirements the city's gonna put on that?
Yeah, it's like 10% of the space, but that's covered.
What's the square footage of the area you're gonna hard surface?
About a half acre.
21,000?
Yeah, in that range.
Where else are we gonna put these people?
Well, asphalt isn't any cheaper, correct?
Asphalt's cheaper in the beginning, but not in the long run.
But will we be building on that site in the future? No?
I don't know the answer to that.
The only possibility would be expanding that elections building.
I make a motion, we approve.
Have you any
I'll
conversation?
second that.
Okay. Motion by. Have you had any discussions with, Regal, is it Regal Tower on their parking lot?
I have not.
Okay. In the past, there was an, opportunity to acquire that. I don't know if that's still an option or not. They would have approached us, but.
How long ago was that, Scott?
I wanna say it was probably, how long you owned the elections building?
Oh,
8 years?
8 or 10.
10 years?
They were looking at Blockbuster building, remember that. I think it was when we got to, might have been longer than that, it's when we got to 250s.
Okay.
That might have even been before you were here.
Is there very many cars in that?
Or were we talking across the street from Regals,
Yeah.
next to our lot?
Yeah.
That would be smaller than our 50. I don't have a number on it. If I was to guess, it'd be around 25 spots right there.
No, I understand, but if, we're doing that, does it make sense to look at, you know, configuring that whole thing over there, you know?
If they got 25, so we'd be at 75, and we're losing how many, 96?
96,
Still be down 20, so 21.
22, yeah.
Is that lot used pretty heavily, Jason?
The one that Regal owns?
Yeah.
It's always used. I don't know any of the details, who uses it or anything like that, but it's usually being parked in.
Where would they go if they let that go?
Regal? I don't know.
I think Yoakum tried to dicker with him years ago to get that spot, but no luck.
I mean, we're gonna have a parking crunch no matter what we do.
Right. Well, I just, you know, I tell you, we just look at all the options that are available, I guess. See what's available. You know,
I think in the long run, if we were able to get that lot south of the services building from Marguerite, that would give us a lot more options, you know, for parking and give us another way in and out, another street access into that parking lot.
How many parking spots?
I think there's 13 or 14 right there. It's not the parking spots that's gonna really help us. It's gonna be the, you know, the egress.
Access.
Yeah.
well, being able to configure it, what was there was some work done on that. I don't think it was that lot included, but that I'd shown Mitch that parking lot layout for over here, I don't know how many years ago that was.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
How many stalls was that?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. You still have that, don't
It's
you?
on my desk.
Okay.
Well, we can take a look at that one. when we
Yeah.
get there.
Well, we probably need to look at all those options.
I'll call for the vote, Scott.
Yeah. This one that we're proposing is going to have an alley running through it still, right?
The alley actually will be paved and
Right.
we'll have parking just to the west of that alley drive too.
So there'll be 3 access points to it.
Correct.
Okay.
It'll be paved clear to the South Street, all the way through.
5th to 6th. Okay. Any other discussion?
I think we need them.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Okay, Jason Slack, Director of Buildings and Ground, discussion and decision to award bid for service building asbestos abatement.
Yeah, the asbestos abatement, the low bid was Jamco Abatement Services, lump sum price $32,311.
They didn't work for us before, Jason?
They have, yep.
Where are they out of?
These guys, where are they at? Waterloo, Nebraska.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Is this is still part of the bond, right? The asbestos removal and stuff? Do we not have that still part of the bonding for the viewing? Is there funds still left in there?
Not that I know of. I don't know that we have a fund set up for the services building
Okay.
demolition.
that can be,
It's all part of the urban renewal.
Mitch can
then.
work that in.
Put it in,
Mitch.
it'll put in the urban renewal.
Figure that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other discussion?
What was the name of the company?
GMCO abatement.
JAMCO Abatement Services, Inc., $32,311.
There won't be any surprises there, Jason?
No, we will have to pay for monitoring services while they're doing the abatement process, and that's ballpark is $7,500 to do that monitoring service.
Who does that?
That'll be done by AMI Environmental. They just set up to make sure that we're OSHA compliant as the abatement process is being carried out.
When are they gonna start doing that?
They have a 10-day wait time for the state, so that's 10 days after we sign the contract. We'll get on the state's waiting list, so any time after 10 days,
Okay.
I would say. I'll know more once I talk to them to see what their scheduling's like.
Mitch, you'll have to look that 7,500 up also.
Got her down.
So do we, I guess we'll talk about it this next one. Discussion and decision to award bid for services building demolition.
No, we didn't get to vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Abatement yet.
thought we did. I'm sorry. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Discussion and or decision to award bid for services building demolition.
Low bid for services building demolition was Jim's Hauling for $98,774. All bids were apples to apples as far as what I can tell. So it looks like that's our low bid.
So moved.
Second. Jason, do you expect any surprises with this?
I don't know.
Okay. Or does anybody know or have any documentation when part of the services building was taken down? Did all of the debris get hauled away? They didn't get packed into the hole, did it?
It may have, I don't know the answer to that. I don't have any documentation, haven't been able to find any documentation on that, but we won't be getting into that side. I mean, we're not gonna be taking up the concrete parking lot south of that.
What year was that taken down? Do you remember? Anybody?
There's
Roughly
Jim,
2,000 from what I understand.
2000?
2000, 99 or 2000,
So
just before I got here.
is there, inside the services building, is there any useful components for us?
There it is.
Are we able to do that? Or is this, by passing this, does this give him all the rights to the?
Don't we have two new furnaces?
We do. And we'll
Are
be
we keeping those?
We'll be salvaging those. We'll get the condensing units off the roof and we'll be saving the new furnaces. And we'll be installing one of them down at our Avenue C storage facility. Just so we'll have a place to work out of this summer, doing buildings and grounds operations. The other furnace will be up to, somebody who needs it in the county, if Mark needs it for one of his buildings or John or, anybody.
Is the condensing units new?
Yes. Yep. So,
Is Jim's Hauling aware of that?
Yes.
We're keeping all that?
yep. We'll also be taking all the fire extinguishers off the walls and all the mounts, all the AEDs. We'll be taking all the locks and hardware off of the doors because that all kind of belongs to our master keying system. Jim did let me know that he did bid that building to leave the window air conditioners in it so he can scrap those out. I did tell him, no, we're gonna take 3 of the newer ones, just because we just bought them like a year ago, and he can have the rest. But
That's part of his deal is scrapping.
it is, yeah.
And that's the way a lot of these guys make it.
Yeah.
Okay, you've gone over that whole deal with him.
I have, yeah, I've walked the property with him and we've kind of talked about things. He'd like to get in there before the abatement company comes in, so he can get the ceiling grid down and scrap what metal he can out of that ceiling grid
Oh,
That way, if we let the abatement crew in there first, they'll just make a big mess out of everything and
correct.
he'll be stuck with it once that's done. So he wants to get all the ceiling tiles out of the building, so help alleviate any mess when he's doing the demo.
Sure. Okay. Okay, call for a vote.
When he will start prior to the abatement and then come back?
He just asked my permission if he could come in and do the ceilings before the abatement crew comes in. And I told him that shouldn't be a problem at all. So he'll just come in and take the drop ceilings down. He won't be messing with any of the asbestos, making that friable or anything. So he just wants to get the ceilings down before the abatement company comes in there and makes a mess out of it.
Right, so are the pipes wrapped with asbestos material up there?
It's possible. The steam lines run in the crawl space around the perimeter of the building. I don't think that, I don't know if I'd have to look at the report to see if they were even ACM.
Okay,
Just one more question if I can. Is there anything in that building of historical significance or something that we should save as the county?
Well, something that I was curious of is if the building had a time capsule, and if it does, it'd probably be located in the cornerstone of that building by the front door where the year is stated on it. I was gonna have him check that out, ahead of, getting everything torn down. Other than that, I can't
There's
really,
an antique book rack that I'd like to stick in my office, just to,
what
or we could put
year,
it in your office if you want.
what year,
It was a book rack, rolling book rack for payroll books. And I don't know what sort of damage it got out of Avenue C, but I had Jason Brahaney was to bring it downstairs and get it over here. I can just clean it up. That's the only thing I've seen in our rooms.
Ask him.
what year's on the front of the building?
I believe it's 1955.
And the sconces on the front are kind of decorative. I don't know. if-
Yeah, and we thought about pulling those off and saving those.
I don't know if anybody want to put them on any new edition or.
Yeah, we'd have to retrofit them to be LED and
Yeah.
I'm not sure what all that would
Jason, are
entail.
you here all day today?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, any other discussion?
Rolling book rack.
All
It's really neat.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
It's historical.
Hearing none,
1890.
motion passes.
Cool.
Discussion and or decision on funding for service building demolition project. Maybe we should have had that before we went to bid.
You think?
Well, I think that can fall into the same thing. Mitch can get that into that,
Should be part of the,
Yeah, it's on the urban renewal, it's on the campus, so it shouldn't be a
can
problem.
the only thing is it a timing issue? Can we do it and pay ourselves back? Is that what
I think that should be okay.
because we haven't done those
Right.
yet. Like, those urban renewal. Do you want to get that?
Yeah, that should go on.
I'm gonna hold this discussion off until he gets back. We can move forward with the contract. and
Right,
Mitch can come back and let us know at the next meeting, and we'll be good to go with that.
can do.
I'm good with that.
Will that work?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Won't pay him
Equipment was
until
together
it's
today,
till it's
fine
done anyway.
what the
Okay.
first
That's right.
batch is gonna be.
Just, so we're at, what, 98 and 32, so.
The estimated cost that we figured in our capital plan was 150, so we're under that.
Yeah.
Not by much, but we're under it.
Well,
Yeah,
with the asbestos, we're good.
right now, we're good. I mean, you don't know until you start tearing into some of that stuff, what you're gonna find. Next up, we have, Jana Limerick, Director HR, Jim Garbina, he's not here today,
Pinch hitting is Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, discussion and or decision to approve First Insurance Group LLC fee-based consulting broker services agreement.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's up, Jen or
Jenna, Mike, whichever.
This annual contract, right, it's also updating their name from Harry A. Koch to the new name.
First National Insurance Company.
And then a small increase to the price for the board to review.
Of course there is.
Oh, it sounds like Jim's on the line too.
Jim?
I am, Jana, I thought you had indicated just to call in, so I apologize that I'm not there in person.
You're fine. Mike graced us with his presence, so.
I'm pitch hitting.
Clearly, yeah, no, that's great,
Phone call is perfectly acceptable though, Jim.
Okay, thank
We've greatly appreciated working with you on your employees' benefit needs. And this is a 3-year contract. And
2 year, you said?
3.
3, okay.
3-year contract. And we're asking for a very small increase. I don't believe we've had an increase in many, many years. And we're looking forward to continuing working with the county as we have in the past.
Mike, for fiscal year 21, the one that's upcoming, are we still at the prior level of 21?
IGHCP?
No.
Level of
Funding, it's 21,000.
cost? No, this will start July 1 of 2021,
And when does it end?
in 3 years. June 30th of 2025.
2024?
2024.
Or 4.
24.
Okay.
Math was not always my
Oh,
best.
math.
Well, simple.
It's weird when it's fiscal, not
Yeah,
January.
exactly.
Right.
Well,
You
you
get a
have,
motion on that, Scott?
not, I have not yet. You have 2021, 22, 22, 23, and 23 and 24. So June of 24.
3 year.
All of our contracts that we've had have always been a 3-year
So
contract.
did you look, oh, they've always been 3 years?
Mhm.
When the last increase was, did you look?
There was
I didn't.
never an increase.
There's never been an increase.
Yeah, we don't think there has been.
He was overpriced to start with.
Does it deserve an increase?
I'll move that for you,
Yes.
Scott.
Okay, motion by.
I'll second.
Are we authorizing the chairman to sign? Yes, we are. Okay. That's my motion.
Yep, authorize and approve chairman to sign fee-based consulting and broker services with First Insurance Group LLC. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
How much is the increase?
Okay,
That's, it's really, it's 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discussion and or decision to approve funding request from Southwest Iowa Leadership Academy.
Where are they?
Well, they were here before and we told them, we were still waiting on the, answer back on us working with, nonprofits and such. And,
What did we find?
Nothing yet. The state auditor had their CPA class a couple weeks ago, but nothing definitive come. He's supposed to talk to the CPAs.
They're asking for 2,500. So what do we do?
well, I think.
No action?
Well, I mean, we can do that too, but I was thinking we can write have them write something up, or we can draft something up that shows that, what it is for public purpose. You know,
We've done it before.
yeah,
motion with,
It happened when Melvin was on the board. It happened when Lynn was on the board. I think it is a public purpose. It's not very much. My understanding, we haven't done it since 16, 17, is that correct?
That's right. They didn't come in.
I'll make a motion to approve $2,500 to the Southwest Iowa Leadership Academy.
I will second the motion.
And the funds can come out of gaming revenue.
Okay. Out of gaming revenue. And I think,
We did get, our county attorney, Leanne, did say that, she thought we were okay doing it,
Okay,
so that was her,
we're gonna,
recommendation.
probably put something, to have something in the file. Mitch and I have talked about some verbiage and get that from, the Southwest Iowa Leadership Academy and stuff.
How much was that, 2,500 she wanted?
Yeah,
2,500.
out of, gaming revenue. Oh, shoot. Lost her name. Oh, I gotta back up. Oh, it's probably not in here. Oh, Gail's name.
That's what happens when you get old.
Starts with D.
Okay,
You guys.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes.
Scott, before we go into closed session,
Yeah.
do we have to take action on this affidavit, or is it
No.
just received and filed?
We need to, acknowledge that we received it and filed an affidavit and notice of found property.
And that's all we have to do?
That was my understanding.
Yeah, we just have to make sure that we've, acknowledged that it's stored in the lost property book in the auditor's office.
Wow.
Finally found it. So that affidavit is on file.
Okay,
So,
no board action.
No.
All right, I'll make a motion
in
to
the
It's
minutes,
been
in the
done.
minutes, you're gonna make note that we
received it.
received and filed the
Right.
affidavit and notice of found property, correct?
Right there it says received and filed, and it's filed in the lost
Thank you.
property book.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, I'll make a motion to go in closed session, and I would like to,
I'll second.
if I can, I'm gonna give Justin a call, and see if he can pop in on this one.
Okay.
So then I'll get the rest of the group
Well,
in, or are we
but-
taking 5?
Wait
Yeah,
a
we're gonna
second.
take 5.
Wait a second. We're going into closed session,
Okay.
pursuant
Sorry, yes.
to Iowa Code 21.5I for discussion and or decision on a personnel matter. And then, we do the roll call with just us. So I don't know, do we have to have Justin in on the roll call?
If he's on the phone, I believe he does.
Not to go into closed session. Once we're in closed session, then he'll have to identify himself.
Okay, so roll call.
Oh, I didn't get the motion, sorry.
The motion is to go into closed session.
By who?
Pursuant
I
by
did.
Supervisor Wickman.
And I'm guessing
I
Shay?
second it.
All right, sorry.
Second.
All right, Chairman Belt,
Aye.
Supervisor Groby.
Aye.
Wickman.
Aye.
And Shay.
Aye.
I'm gonna pop out real quick and give Justin a call, and then,
Okay.
yeah, make sure he's able to do it.
Okay.